Hey y'all, it's Danielle from Black Business Boom and Black Owned Nashville, and I'm live with one of our industry experts, Miss Takisha Bromell from Girl Friday Business Solutions. Today, we're going to be talking about time management for small business owners, and especially those of us that are still working full-time jobs and trying to manage a business, because I know it's even more difficult for us. But I think this is a really important topic because one of the main things I hear business owners say is, I don't have a lot of time. I need more time. I need a fee. I need some help. So Takisha is going to help us with getting organized around our time, making time for our business, and being able to make time for ourselves. Welcome, Takisha. How are you?
I am absolutely wonderful, and all the congratulations. If you've been on BPMM, it's been we've been talking about Danielle and just all of the different things she has going on, which is amazing.
So that's why I thought this was a good topic, because I don't know how every day somebody's like, how do you do all that? And I'm like, I don't know.
And the crazy thing is, you're right. It is hard to maintain balance. I could be the first one to admit that I have a problem with it, as I am working with all types of different entrepreneurs and also small businesses. And now we're growing into medium-sized businesses. It is a hard thing. It is a hard thing to kind of like to take ownership of your life and all the different things that are going on. I can imagine for you, you're planning a wedding. There's all these 1,111 things going on that you have a problem with that. And I know that I do. So before I came on, I actually started to kind of like write this out. And I called my assistant because I have been like back-to-back calls over the past like 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. I just want to make sure that me and her were on, Amy. I was like, Amy, are we on the same page as far as like what should be on my calendar and what shouldn't be on my calendar? So I think that as business owners, we have to kind of like block ourselves out of some things, and we have to not and be a little bit selfish with our time. And not people are going to tell you to be selfish with your time, but I'm telling you that you need to be selfish with your time. You need to count the cost. Is it important for you to be in front of this person? So number one is, should you be sitting with, having lunch with, scheduling a meeting with this particular person? We have to look at that.
If it ain't making money, it probably don't need to be on your schedule. And that's what I've learned the hard way. I'm like, oh, I've been so busy. And I met with Mr. Daryl Freeman last week, and I was like, I've been just so busy. He's like, but have you been productive? Have you been making money? And I'm like, nope. Yeah. So that's where the problem lies. Many times we are busy. We're trying to please people, and people are reaching out and they want to meet with us. And some things can be an email. Just like in corporate America, when we be like, this could have been an email. Some of these business meetings that you have for your business could be an email as well.
Could be an email, could be a voicemail. It could
be handled by your assistant.
Yes, it could be an assistant, translating what needs to be said. It could be a lot of different things, but I think that you need to sit down and think through how many physical meetings you're going to have in a week. And whatever that is, you need to have that. So like for me, for example, like Mondays are usually days I try to safeguard my time, but lately we've been kind of like stretching into my Mondays, right? So I'm like, okay, Amy, I want to maintain creative time. I want to be able to write. I want to be able to do certain things. And Mondays are those days where I can kind of come into Monday slowly. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you, boom, 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 boom. On Mondays, no, most people are so getting back into the swing of things. They don't really want to meet with you on a Monday anyway. So Monday should be the days that you're really focused on your creative time, your creative space, kind of like waking yourself back up from the weekend or whatever. So take that time to do that and just focus on Mondays. Tuesdays are times when I have meetings with my team. And so we have our meeting, like team meetings and groups and all that kind of stuff. That's when I have those meetings. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays are days that I am doing business development. So for me, business development is so let me tell you, I'm very proud of myself because I'm starting to make phone calls to people, connect with people that I don't even know or whatever. And that is not me. I'm an introvert. So it took me a minute to get to a place of feeling comfortable doing it. But now I'm making phone calls and reaching out to people. I'm dedicated to making at least 5 new phone calls a day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, of people that I don't know. Then I'm also scouring through another 5 people in my LinkedIn my LinkedIn team meeting contacts or whatever, and I'm connecting with them. And then I'm also doing that with my Facebook page as well, like my Facebook contacts. How can I connect with 5 people from out of there? So, and then that's also time for me to get out and about and maybe go somewhere and connect with people and do networking and everything. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are those days that I'm doing that. And I don't know that we as business owners really do business development.
No, especially the Black business owners that I work with. I think we have really gotten so comfortable with social media and virtual this and virtual that, that people don't understand the value in actually networking and actually having a strategy around growing your network and actually doing sales.
And
And I
let me
think
tell
a
you,
lot
that
of
is
us just
so
don't like
lazy.
sales and don't like the sales process, so we
I
avoid.
don't. I'm telling you, I don't. But I realize that I have to get out there. And I realize that it is great to be able to send out an email through MailChimp to 1,000 people.
Mhm.
And it's great to do that, but it's lazy to do that too. It is lazy to think that you're going to get a that you're going to get something from a mass email because people know that it's mass emails. So it is different when you send out an email and you put something to it that has a little bit of something to it, some substance to it, where people can tell that you at least researched their page, you know what they do. You can kind of relate to them. So I sent a message to this lady today. And what I've been doing a little bit different from on my LinkedIn is I'm sending voice messages to people on through LinkedIn, and you can do that. So I'm sending a
And
message,
video.
yeah, or a video, and I'm saying hello. But then I see this lady, and she has a business that has like it has like, I guess, what do you call that? It's like workspace, like a workspace or something like that.
Co-working space.
So what co-working space for me, you house the people I want to get in front of.
Mm.
So instead of me saying, "Hi, my name is Takisha. I want to do blah blah blah, and I just want to meet you," no, I think that we have some synergy here. You house the people that I want to get in front of. It would be great for us to have a conversation to see if there's a way for us to work to work with you to provide virtual executive assistant work to your clients. Would that be a benefit for them? And that
Mhm.
was just for me, just reading a little bit about her bio and seeing who she is.
Yeah, you know what? I have someone on my team that does that specifically for me, and they will literally go and research. I will give them 400 people every month. They will take that list of 400 and they will go and research them. They, in every email that's sent out, and those emails are sent individually, the first 1 or 2 lines are speaking to something that they've posted or something about them. Like,
Exactly
I
right.
really love what you did at the conference in Chicago. I'm originally from Chicago. I would love to talk to you. People, we really don't spend a lot of time, like I said, doing the business development, sales aspect and crafting a strategy around that. Because we are looking a lot of times for that fast reward or that fast action that we can take. And it's so much faster, like you said, to send an email blast out to a bunch of folks. And I think that's really a great strategy, especially if you're nurturing
Mhm.
leads. But if you're trying to get new leads, nothing beats really doing that direct outreach and
Direct
really coming in
outreach.
warm
Yes.
or even spending some time researching who you know in common. Because if I go on LinkedIn and see I know somebody, that we have some that I want to meet you and we know someone in common, I'm going to reach out to that person to ask them to do an intro. And most
Absolutely.
times folks
Yes.
will do that for you.
Yes.
So that's another thing.
Yeah.
One thing I mentioned to Takisha before we hopped on is that for next month, I found myself, really busy over this year. It's been
Yeah.
crazy. And everybody I talk to has said that. So I don't know if we're catching up from the pandemic or like what's going
Right.
on. Everybody is like overwhelmed and crazy busy. If you are that person, drop it in the chat. I'm just interested in knowing. But tell us in the chat if you are that person that's overwhelmed and busy right now. But one thing I did was I printed out April. I printed out the month and what was already on my calendar. I printed out the days I actually on there. I marked this day I have to go to Nashville. This day I have in-person meetings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be filling up my calendar trying to take virtual calls and in-person meetings on the same day.
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
it's just a mess, So, and then I decided these are the 6 days next month that I will talk to people and I will actually have meetings.
I love how you said I will talk to people. Our little introverted.
Yes, exactly. I will. I have been talking to people every day for like since January 15th or something. And it's exhausting. And so for folks that are introverts, like we need that time to decompress and not have to talk to people. But it really is needing time to get work done because you'll spend so much time talking to folks. Then I have found myself every night working till 1 a.m. because I can't start work until 7, so now I'm trying to do 6-7 hours of work, at night. So I think really prioritizing ourselves, like you said, being selfish about your time, because it's not fair to me to be working till 1 a.m. It's not fair to my fiance. It's not fair to each other.
Right.
So we have to be selfish around our time. And so what are some tips, for those that might be working full time still and they feel like I just do not have the time for nothing? Like, how can we help them?
So here are the tips. One thing that you said is like you have someone that takes leads and they bring it down to the level that where you need to get involved, or at least to a place where they are able to then connect with people. And that's exactly what I did. Like, so I don't touch all of the leads. I have a team member that touches all of the leads, and then they will put like people that they think that I should connect with, they'll put them into my calendar so that I know that I need to reach out to them on my Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you need to have someone on your team to maybe hire a Girl Friday or do something like that to make sure that you are not doing that yourself. You should not be connected to every lead that's trying to come into your business. I mean, you should have a funnel. You should have people that you have kind of like vetted, and that you are the one that you're going to touch base with, because this is a high enough client for you to touch them, and everything else will go somewhere else. Okay, so that's number one.
Well, I think what one thing you just said that we've been trying to tell folks for about 7-8 months now, I think is get some help.
Get some help. Okay.
You're not going to be able to do it all yourself. Get some help. Somebody to fulfill some role in the organization that you can step away from, so that that buys you more time. And especially when I was working full time, it was a mess. Me trying to work full time and run the business. And I was trying to do everything myself, or I had to wait till I got off of work, to do stuff, when I could have had somebody that was making moves and doing things on my behalf.
By the time I get computer, I am really focused on my highest level. And I'm going to tell you something. And we have been talking about this for a few months. And I'm hoping that this is helping someone out there, that you as a business owner have a highest value. And your highest value is not behind the computer. It is absolutely not behind the computer. And if you are behind the computer, you better be connecting to someone that can connect you to someone else, or you better be connecting to someone that is going to be a big enough client that's going to allow you to kind of like loosen up a little bit and be able to move forward. Your highest level is being in front of new clients, the potentials out there. And that's where you should be at. That's where you should be focused on new clients, new deals, and thinking about how you can get yourself out of like working on the business, and thinking about how you can get yourself out here rather than into the weeds. When you are in the weeds, you are there's no way that you can tell me that if you're in the weeds, that you are taking advantage and you're maximizing your potential as a business owner. There's just no way that you can, because I'm telling you, if you made $100 per hour, if you were just making $100 per hour, you would never pay you would never pay an assistant
Pay somebody $100 an hour. Exactly.
Never do it. And so why are you doing it? You're thinking, you're clamping in, and you really need to release.
Yeah. We really need to be in the place where we're building the systems that someone can easily step in and follow, and that they running them so good that I don't even know, like they've improved the system that I created, and I don't even know how to do it no more. Like, and I only step in and do it if something disastrous, happened. And so I want us. I love having you come and talk to us, Takisha, because a lot of this truly is a mindset shift. And so I love that we keep hammering these same things to folks, because I hope that it's getting through, to somebody that you need help, that, for you to get your time back to spend with your family, to try to work your full-time job, but most importantly, to make the most money in your business, you are going to need some help. You need somebody to help you in order for you to do that. Takisha has an amazing team. I've worked with them for several months now. They've been helping me, and it's been tremendous to feel like, last week it was just like, I need to cancel my class at TSU. Texting Amy, can you hurry up and send an email and cancel this? To have that type of support versus me trying to figure out how I can pull over and send an email, like that. It's peace of mind. It's, getting your time back. It's maximizing your time. It's maximizing your dollars, And so I love what they're doing at Girl Friday Business Solutions. And again, it's been such a great help for me. Takisha, I want people to learn more about what you guys are doing at Girl Friday. Can you tell us, how can we learn more, and how can, if they're ready? Because I know last month we had somebody who was ready and they were like, I need some help. And went over and quickly got with Girl Friday with some help, and I've heard amazing things about that. So if there are folks that are tuned in and they're like, I know I could make more money if I had some help, how can they reach you, and how can they learn more about Girl Friday?
The best place to go is to our website. So it is girlfridaybusinesssolutions.com. It's very easy. You can also, we haven't even been on here yet. And I've had 2 people from BPMM reach out to us in the last 24 hours. And we hadn't even talked yet.
Wonderful.
I'm telling you, yes. And so all you have to do is just go there, and then you can get a 30-minute consultation with me. And that's pretty easy. And then info@girlfridaybusinesssolutions.com is the way that you can reach out to us. But the easiest way is just to go to our website, and there's a 30-minute consultation that you can have with me.
I love that. Just being able to speak with you and be able to talk through, this is what I am doing. This is what I need help with. As you see, Takisha is very knowledgeable. She's been doing this for years, and she can help you one-on-one in that consultation to know also who's going to be the best fit for you, and who's going to be able to suit your needs on the Girl Friday team. So again, Takisha, I just really appreciate you and your team in so many different ways for helping me in Black Business Boom, and for also coming and being one of my experts and educating the community. If you need some help, if you feel like you can take your business to the next level, if you had some support, you don't have to be hiring a full-time person.
No.
There are people who are out there and there are different levels of people who are out there, which Takisha has spoke about to us many times. But go and book a consultation with Takisha for 30 minutes. girlfridaybusinesssolutions.com. Again, I do vouch for this team.
Thank you so much.
They have helped me so much and tremendously to be able to scale and do a lot of the things that you're seeing Black Business Boom do today. Thank you again, Takisha. I appreciate you. And thanks for tuning in, everybody.